Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Alumni Diaries. Revive, the place where journeys inspire actions. I'm Elizabeth Saju, your host, and with me is Akshay Suresh S., an accomplished GCT alumnus. I'm honestly a little too excited for this. Today, we have got someone who's not just an alumnus of the 2023 Mechanical Engineering batch, but also a literal engine of ideas, innovation, and let's be honest, some seriously cool YouTube content. So let's sit back and enjoy. Before we dive in, let me give you an introduction about his journey. Currently a mechanical trainee at Anora Semiconductor Instrumentation, former joint secretary of the Astral Space Club, venue convener of Thrissur Motor Show 2023, 𝚃𝙷𝙴 suspension team captain, and clearly someone who's got leadership running through his circuits. But wait, there's more. He has a YouTube channel brimming with creativity, captivating storytelling, and a wealth of knowledge. This one is going to be full of space dreams, campus memories, and behind the scenes tales from the garage and the studio. So grab your headphones because this is one episode you won't want to miss. So let's get into it. Welcome Akshay to Alumni Diaries.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. That was such an energetic intro for me. It honestly brought a big smile into my face. It feels surreal to be back here, not in the classroom or the workshop in this time, but as part of something that connects us all beyond college walls. Cheesy Trishul was huge part of my journey, not just in terms of academics, but in helping me figure out who I am, what I love doing, and how to turn ideas into something real. I am super excited for this conversation, whether it's about 𝚃𝙀 nights, Space Club madness, or the crazy rides through my YouTube channel. So yeah, let's get into it.
Thank you, Akshay. Now, moving on to the questions. From being a mechanical trainee to becoming an L1 engineer at Enora, how did that transition shape your skills and mindset? Was there a moment you realized I'm actually doing this professionally?
Yeah, I am considering it as a great question to start with my professional background. When I'm looking back my journey, especially today, I guess 2nd August while we are recording this podcast. Today I'm completing my second year in Anora. I just started 2023 after completing my graduation. So coincidentally, it's the same day 2 years back. Coming back to my this question, the transition from trainee to L1 engineer honestly changed a lot for both my skills and my sense. As mechanical trainee, it was more about understanding how things works, learning the system, and absorbing as much as I could from the seniors around me. The initial trainee period, I was working on Anora's internal projects, and main curiosity were looking their testers and the built by some great engineers and learning how it works. But once I stepped into the role of an L1 engineer, it hit different. I was directly assigned to the lead and design engineer of a client project, especially it's a $1 trillion company, it's an electronic consumer giant. Their main goal is to localize their testing equipments in India. Previously, it was like importing from China. Suddenly, people start expecting answer from me. Okay, it's not handling them to me. It was just helping me task to anyone. It was around owning me. Okay, making decision and even guiding them to like meeting the deadlines. And yeah, there was definitely something when I clicked. I was working on a precision fixture design for a critical module. And after rounds of brainstorming and corrections, it got approval and went into actual use. That feeling of like something I designed in the inside, like something I designed the fixture and it's really using in the current semiconductor and the electronic industry is felt me like yeah, really I am doing the job. Yeah, that's a feeling like the transition that made me like that. Yeah.
That was truly insightful. I'm eager to experience one like that myself. Now, coming to your college life, what is something you now value that you might have overlooked back then?
Yeah, that's a great question. One thing now I truly value but didn't think much about during my college is the power of sharing what we learn. Back then, I was so caught up in building things, managing events, or just finishing deadlines. I didn't really pause to think what if I could explain this to someone else who's struggling with the same things. It was only towards the end of the college I started to experimenting with video contents, just breaking down engineering concepts, showing behind the scenes of M-BAJA builds, or even talking about tools we used. And the response was surprise to me. Juniors started saying like, I finally understood this topic because of your video. Yeah, that's when I realized creating content is not just getting views. It's just about engineering feels human, accessible. And now I value that way more. It even one video helps someone connect two dots. That's worth everything. I wish I had started earlier and paid more serious attention to this side of learning.
That's nice. Now, keeping that in mind, let's move on to the next question. You have been at the heart of some major campus initiatives, like leading NOVA, heading the M-BAJA suspension team, and even coordinating the Thrissur Motor Show. Each of these sounds intense in its own way. Can you take us behind the scenes of what really went into making them happen?
Yeah, looking back, each of these initiatives felt like running a full-time startup alongside college. Nova 3.0, M-BAJA, and the Thrissur Motor Show, they were intense in totally different ways, but was connected all of them was the intense energy and passion to build something bigger than ourselves. Coming to Baja, we were starting the Baja preparation during the same time of when the pandemic looks down Corona 2020 happens. There was always a constraints of coordinating the teams in the right direction because people are not accessible and we cannot able to access our garage. It's not only the case of SAE in our college, but also all the clubs face the same issues in this period. But this time we decided to like we should do this. So the when the all changes happen, we conducted regular meetings, utilized the opportunity to have serious design discussion, and sharpened our automotive knowledge and setting proper agenda for our offline activities. Surprising to say, Baha just before the college reopens, we started our garage and we started to policing our chassis of the SA vehicle. Yeah, surprisingly, I can see that I can say the full vehicle were brought up just like which make passion in mechanical engineering to for all the people who came to campus. Like like we literally build the vehicle which full capabilities. Yeah, that's the one. And moving to the Thrissur Motor Show, yeah, like this coordinating this kind of a big event is always a challenging. Okay, there were moments through the show might not happen. Okay, last minute approval from various departments. The the unstoppable rainy afternoons were made the problems. So but we know we can make the we know with the spirit of our team, and we made this happen. So as you know, always there will be a challenge, but we need to conquer it and we need to make it happen. That's what all the spirit of an engineering student. Yeah. And coming back to Nova, Nova is like it's the whole idea of Nova is bring all the space enthusiasts across the state to bring under the great arc of GCT and making a memorable events. And also, it was the event which brought attention for Astral Space Club all over the state. As well, when I started as a joint convener of Astral Space Club in 2023, especially the charge of programs, my my full responsibility to make the club more more engaging in our campus. So that is the thing we did through Nova.
Hello?
Like we gathered and we collaborated with various clubs of GCT and intercollege also. We collaborated and we made a like it's the first attempt in our Astral Space Club milestone. Like we made the journey and yeah, that's it. It's what's like a super experience for all of the people in the GC. So yeah, it's a good memory for us.
Wow, that's amazing. You're a masterclass in multitasking. Now, moving on to something equally intriguing. What's next for Akshay Suresh? Personally or professionally, is there a dream project or direction you're quietly working towards?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm getting started. Okay. Professionally, I want to dive deeper into semiconductor and precision engineering space. It's field that challenge me every day. And there's so much potential to innovate, especially in India. I am particularly interested in design automation and system integrating areas where mechanical engineering blends beautifully with electronics and softwares. On the personal side, I am continuing to grow my YouTube channel, but not just a side hobby anymore. I want to make it a real platform where engineering become relatable, where students, even from non-metros, can see what a real-world design looks like, understand tools, process, and getting inspired to build it. And if you ask about a dream project, I would say building a community driven makerspace where students can walk in and curiously walk through the projects and understanding and making prototypes. It's not like making grades or marks, just for building what they love. Yeah, that's.
That sounds exciting, a powerful answer filled with passion and vision. And now we are concluding our question and answer session. All right, now let's get into the rapid fire round. Are you ready? So here we go. What's more exciting, launching a rocket or launching a YouTube video?
Yeah, interesting. As we know, rocket takes off once, but YouTube, it keeps launching in people's minds. For sure, rockets for thrills and YouTube for reaction and creativity.
Great. Now, most underrated engineering subject.
I would say material science and theory of machineries. It's everywhere, but no one talks about it enough.
Nice. Now, one song that's always on your playlist.
It's See You Again by Charles Wood, it's in the Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah, amazing taste. Now, one of the most embarrassing things you did in college.
It sounds like weird. Like I went asleep after my Anora technical interview. For my HR round, one of my friend pulled for that HR round, second round. Yeah,
Interesting. Now, one tool you can't survive without in the workshop.
absolutely, it is vernier caliper because precision is the key for every engineer. Okay, so for especially in mechanical engineer, vernier caliper.
That's amazing. Now, favorite video you have made so far and why is it?
I would say Valentine's Day in GCT, like it's something I given thumbnail like better like next time, okay? Because it have all the fun, okay? It's a 4 minute video, but it have all the all the SA garage things and all the life of a mechanical engineer and all the fun we have in the campus life. Yeah, I would suggest that.
Amazing. We'll make sure to watch. The best compliment you have ever received.
I think I got a comment like don't stop posting video by considering views. One side of people are there to get your notification like that. So it's made me like it's pushed me to make videos.
That's beautiful. If you could teleport anywhere right now, where would you go?
It would be GCT machine floor because especially in late night. Okay, nothing beat that energy.
Amazing. Baja night outs or space club all-nighters?
Oh shit, it's a tough question. Okay, Baja for dust and thrill, especially for adrenaline rush, but Space Club for calm and cosmos.
One message to juniors who want to balance passion projects and academics.
That would be treat your passion projects like an extended lab. Okay, they will teach you more than any single subject, but only if you respect the balance. Yeah.
That's great. And with that, we are wrapping up our rapid fire. All right, folks, before we sign off, here's a little brain teaser for all the campus detectives out there. Which place on campus has seen more airtime than our Wi Fi, more last minute wins than our internals, and still manages to bounce back literally every single time? Drop your guesses on the official Instagram page at IEEE SB GCT, and let's see who gets it right. And now we conclude this episode of Alumni Diaries. Revive with the one and only Akshay Suresh S. From space clubs to suspension teams, from engineering hustle to YouTube magic. It's safe to say we have all taken home a dose of inspiration. Akshay, thank you for sharing not just your journey, but your energy, creativity, and that unstoppable drive to build and inspire. And to everyone tuning in, whether you're pulling an all nighter for a project, brainstorming your next big idea, or just vibing with some solid alumni stories, I hope this conversation gave you that little spark to keep going. Until next time, this is Elizabeth Saju signing off with a head full of ideas and a heart full of hype. Meet you in the next episode.